If you go to get married, don't hasten it on. And don't you get married till you're full 21. And don't you get married...
Patty, how long are we gonna stay here?
Shh, you're interrupting Memphis Mulligan.
Then marry some good girl your love won't forget. Come all you young gentlemen who want to be smart.
Mulligan, he's really quite good. Good? He's the heartbeat of America.
Sounds more like the pulse beat of Peoria.
Dancing around you some favors to gain, then turns her back on you in scorn and disdain.
Where do you think you're going?
Oh, I'm going to take a little rest. When you got a throat like this, you got to pamper it a little.
Listen, Memphis, I'm paying you by the night, not by the song. Now get up there and sing.
You can get up there and sing yourself. My throat and I are quitting.
Good riddance. Who needs you?
Good. I'm going back to the farm.
Peasant.
Sir?
What is it?
Gee, that's too bad that had to happen, but, you know, you're right. You really don't need him.
Of course I don't.
I mean, especially when you can get the greatest folk singer in the whole world, Pittsburgh Patty.
Yeah, especially when I can get the greatest folk singer in the world. Who's Pittsburgh Patty?
Me.
Meet Kathy, who's lived most everywhere, from Zanzibar to Berkeley Square. But Patty's only seen the sights a girl can see from Brooklyn Heights. What a crazy pair! But they're cousins, identical cousins all the way. One pair of matching bouquets, different as night and day. Where Kathy adores a minuet, the ballet russe, and crepe Suzette. Our Patty loves to rock and roll, a hot dog makes her lose control. What a wild duet, still they're cousins, identical cousins, and you find they laugh alike, they walk alike, at times they even talk alike. You can lose your mind when cousins are two of a kind.
I miss my home in the old gray west, where I grew up with leeway. They say what happens for the best. My homestead's now a freeway. Ooh, ooh. Hi, Rich. I was just rehearsing.
You're not serious about this.
Why not?
Well, I'll tell you why not. Because you're not a folk singer, that's why not.
Richard, what is a folk singer? A folk who sings.
Forget it.
Look, Rich, there's nothing to it. I go down there, I sing a few songs, and I become famous overnight. You can be my manager.
What is there to manage?
Oh, just listen to this. And knew me a man with a red-headed gal, wore a yellow scarf when he called. Married her up and then he learned his red-headed gal was born. Yeah? What do you think, Mr. Haley?
Crazy. And I really mean crazy.
She's the best folk singer I ever managed. How about it, Mr. Haley? She hired?
I can only pay $15 a week.
$15? I tip my barber more than that.
Richard. He's just kidding. That'll be fine. I'm not doing this for the money.
Patty, will you let me handle this?
No. Mr. Haley, I'm doing this to express myself. I'm going to be the voice of my generation.
I dig. And I can use you, too.
You can?
I mean, if you're going to be around here to manage her, I'm sure you wouldn't mind giving me a little hand.
I guess not.
Would you like to hear another song, Mr. Haley?
Sure, sure. Right after you swept the floors, cleaned up the kitchen, and set up the table.
My client?
The two of you. And snap it up. We open in a few minutes.
Are you sure this is the way the Beatles started?
Oh, hi, Richard.
Hi, Ross.
Are you looking for Patty or for a sandwich?
Patty.
She's out.
Well, then I'll have a sandwich. You don't know where she is, do you?
I think she went to take a singing lesson.
Hey, that's a good idea.
Is she really gonna be a folk singer?
Sure, I already got her first engagement.
Yeah? Where at?
The Pink Percolator.
She's singing in a coffee pot?
Well, not exactly singing yet. It's a coffee house. When she gets through there, everybody in the country's gonna know her.
Do you sing too?
I'm her manager.
Oh, boy.
Every artist has got to have a manager. Even Patty.
Did you get her a lot of money?
Sure did, considering her talent.
She's working for nothing, huh?
Of course not. What do you think I am?
You sure you've got everything?
Yeah. Thanks.
Boy, I really admire you.
You do?
Yeah. Since I'm her brother, I have to be around Patty all the time. But you deliberately take her out. It takes a lot of courage.
Well, I guess it's kind of hard for brothers and sisters to understand each other. Until they're older, anyway. Well, I wish I had a sister.
You can have mine.
I'll take her.
Can I be best man at your wedding?
I guess so, if we have a wedding.
Aren't you and Patty gonna get married someday?
Well, we were, but I don't know now.
What's the matter?
I'm worried.
I can't blame you. If I was gonna marry someone like Patty, I'd be worried too.
I'm worried she won't marry me.
That's wishful thinking.
You don't understand, Ross. If Patty catches on as a folk singer, she's gonna be famous. And I mean really famous.
Do you think that could happen?
Have you heard any of the folk singers around here today?
Boy, I'm glad I'm just a kid. I wouldn't have the problems that you grown-ups have for anything.
What is life? Is it earnest? Is it real? Or is it a candy Ferris wheel? Ha! If I ate feathers, could I fly? Oh, oh. Laugh, you sages. But I must fly.
I don't know if I like managing a folk singer.
Chin up, you're doing great. Oh, Mr. Haley, I'm ready to go on any time now.
You're a real trooper. Make a fresh batch of coffee.
And then?
And then serve the customers.
And then?
And then wash the cups.
And then?
And then make some more coffee.
Yeah, I dig. Oh, the life of a farmer is the life for me. Push-button cows and a new TV.
Hello, Patty.
Hi, Papa.
Hadn't you better get dressed, dear?
I am dressed.
Oh, you're going to a costume party.
In a way, I suppose you're right. Life is nothing but a masquerade. Well, this is the costume of the people. I'm earthy.
I'll say. I would suggest that you wash some of that earth off, then change into a dress, and we'll have dinner.
Papa, you don't know about American folklore, do you? Do you know Carl Sandburg's The People, Yes?
Mm-hmm. Do you know Martin Lane's That Outfit, No? Patty, you look like a poverty-stricken...
Papa, that's the look of my generation. We want to be free.
Then why are you so expensive? Joke. Hey, by the way, there's a very interesting concert at the town hall tonight. Mozart. I got tickets for all of us.
Gee, Papa, I'm sorry, I can't go.
Why not, Patty? I'm sure you'd enjoy it.
Oh, yeah, but, I'm kind of going to a concert myself.
Oh? Well, at least it's not bowling or the movies. Who's playing?
A folk singer named Pittsburgh Patty.
Never heard of her.
Oh, you will.
Pittsburgh Patty. No, couldn't.
What's the matter, Patty? Oh, it's the older generation. What have they done now? They're not going to stop me from expressing myself. Are they trying to? They would if I let them. Have they told you to give up your job at the coffee house? No. You see? That's only because I haven't told them about it yet. Patty, don't you think you should? They wouldn't understand, Kathy. It's not just a job. I feel like part of the grassroots of America. You look like part of the grassroots of America. It's really very hard work. The singing? The scrubbing. Hey, you wouldn't like to join my act, would you? We could make it a duet. I'll scrub, you mop. No, thank you. I'm afraid not. Oh, don't be afraid to clutch at fame. It's such a pleasant thing. People come from the ends of the earth just to hear me sing.
Oh, moon is a word, and tin is a word. Empty sounds and din. So I have the power to change my word.
Mr. Haley, I'm ready to go on any time.
Crazy. Start with table 7.
Mr. Haley, I don't think you understand. I'm here to express myself.
I dig. You want to get to the people, right?
Exactly.
Good. Start with table 7.
What'd he say? When did he go on?
Don't look now, Richard, but I think I am on.
Where's our little beatnik this morning?
She overslept.
No wonder. She didn't get home last night till 11:45.
What were you doing up until 11:45, young man?
Me and my big mouth.
Morning.
Good morning. How was that concert last night?
What? Oh, the concert. It was great. Too short, though.
What kind of concert was it?
Folk singing.
When I was a boy, we had folk singing. It's odd how it's become popular again.
They had folk singing when you were a boy, Papa?
Yes. We used to put on our bear skins and come out of our caves and sing it up a little. You know, Patty, this may come as a shock to you, but your father is only...
That's okay, Papa. You're young in heart.
Thank you, Patty.
I mean, you really understand kids, Papa.
I tried to.
I mean, like, if I were to say to you, Papa, I think I'm going to get a job in a coffee house as a folk singer, you'd say,
No.
you're kidding.
Try me.
Oh, but Papa...
If you want to do any folk singing, sing for the folks in this house.
Some of them are quite nice, Martin.
Oh, I'm sure they are. And anytime Patty wants to drop in at one and have a cup of coffee, that's fine. But I never want to catch you singing in one of those places.
But Papa...
The discussion is closed. Would you mind passing the sugar, please?
Kathy said you wanted to see me about some kind of an emergency.
Brace yourself. Disaster has struck.
Well, what happened?
The roof just fell in on us. This morning at breakfast, the father figure conned me into thinking that he was young at heart. So I figured that was the perfect time to tell him about us working at the Pink Percolator.
How'd he take it?
He didn't.
You mean he doesn't want you to work there?
How do you spell ultimatum?
Oh, boy. Well, maybe he'll change his mind.
Never in a million years.
I guess that's that. We're out of the folk song business. Oh, why don't we go see a movie tonight?
I can't.
Well, why not?
Because I'm singing at the Pink Percolator tonight.
You should leave your brain to Harvard. That would teach him.
Okay, Rich, what don't you understand?
You just said you can't possibly...
Rich, I told you I'm gonna quit. But I can't just walk out. That wouldn't be fair.
Yeah, somebody's got to scrub the kitchen.
Look, I told you. Tonight is my last night. I just have to give him at least one night's notice.
That should pack him in. What time shall I pick you up?
I'll meet you there. Hey, you wouldn't know anybody who'd like to buy a second-hand guitar, would you? Patty, What if your mother and father find out what you're doing? Well, the worst that can happen is they'll put me up for adoption. Why don't you just tell Mr. Haley the truth? You mean tell him that my father thinks I'm too young to sing in a coffee house? I can't do that. Mr. Haley probably thinks I'm at least 25 or 30 years old. All right. Then tell him your father thinks you're too old to sing in a coffee house. Will you stop worrying? I told you I'm quitting. This is my last night. Don't you want to come and hear me sing? Well, I was going to, but I think I'd better stay here and keep an eye on your parents. That's my buddy. Don't let them budge out of the house. I won't. You know, there's really nothing to worry about. They never go to coffee houses. Yeah. Well, can't keep my public waiting. Bye.
Hey, Natalie, how about this? There's a new coffee house opened in the neighborhood. Listen to the ad. The Pink Percolator. Folk singing and 75 different kinds of coffee. It's enough to keep you awake for 2.5 months.
Can I watch television?
Did you finish your homework?
No, but it's easy.
Then do it.
But then I'll miss this educational program.
What educational program is that?
It's called The Attack of the Hairy Martians.
Well, you mean it's a kind of astronomy lesson?
Yeah.
Do your homework.
Boy, when I'm old, I hope I remember what it was like to be young.
I've been thinking that about my conversation with Patty this morning. Maybe I was a little too rough on her. I suppose there's nothing wrong with her being a folk singer.
I don't know why, Martin, but I do not want my daughter working in a coffee house. She's barely old enough to drink it.
I'll get it. Hello? Oh, hello, Jonathan. It's Richard's father. No, Richard's not here. Patty? Just a minute. Is Patty here?
I think she went out. Oh, Kathy, where'd Patty go?
I believe she went to a concert.
Oh, Patty went to a concert. To a concert? Well, that's the 3rd time in a row. No, I was talking to Kathy. Yes, we're going to be home for a little while. All right, fine. Yeah, I'll see you then. Jonathan says he wants to come over and talk to us.
What about?
He didn't say, but he sounded pretty upset.
I think I'll go finish a letter to Father.
Kathy, is Patty in any kind of trouble?
I hope not.
Is there anything you'd like to tell me?
I don't think so, Uncle Martin.
If Patty were up to anything, you'd tell us, wouldn't you?
I'm afraid I couldn't, Aunt Natalie.
You couldn't?
No. You see, it's sort of our generation against yours. Excuse me.
Hello, Jonathan.
Hello, Martin. Is Patty home yet?
Yeah, no, come on in.
I hate to barge in on you like this.
Oh, you're not barging in. We're delighted to see you.
Hello, Natalie.
Hello, Jonathan. Won't you sit down?
Well, I'd rather not.
Something wrong?
Well, I'm not sure. Has Patty been acting peculiar lately?
Well, with Patty, it's kind of hard to tell.
Same with Richard.
I was joking.
I was serious.
What's Richard been doing?
That's just it. We don't know. He gets in late every night. He's completely exhausted all day, and he doesn't tell us where he goes or what he's been doing.
Patty has seemed a bit more tired than usual lately, and she's been getting in rather late.
I knew it. They're up to something. I love Richard being away from home. But my wife worries she's got some kind of a crazy mother complex.
You know how mothers are.
Richard has been talking about working in a coffee house.
Yeah, Patty mentioned taking a job in a coffee house.
What'd you tell her?
Well, I said no. But, you know, as a matter of fact, I was just telling Natalie, maybe I was a little too harsh with her.
I say you can't be too harsh with them. Give them an inch and they'll drive you out of your mind. You know where we make our mistake? Teaching the kids to talk. Just think of how wonderful it would be if they didn't know English. Look at all the money it'd save us on phone calls.
Good evening, Mr. Harrison.
Hello, Kathy. You two girls sure do look alike. I can never tell the difference.
The one with Richard is Patty.
Now, I hope he can tell the difference.
Oh, don't worry. Patty sees to that.
Would you like some coffee?
I'd love a cup.
Hey, wait a minute. Why don't we run on down to that new coffee house, the Pink Percolator, and have some there? They got 75 different kinds of coffee.
That's a good idea.
Oh, I don't think you'd like it.
Well, why not?
Well, I hear it's very crowded and the service is bad and the coffee's not good and it's very expensive.
If business is that good, they must have something. Let's go take a look at it.
It's really very noisy. Why don't I make you some coffee here?
Don't trouble, Kath.
Oh, it's no trouble at all, Aunt Nathalie. I could have it ready in a minute.
You know, I'd like to see that new coffee house.
I make the best coffee in Brooklyn Heights.
Would you like to come with us, dear?
No, thank you, Aunt Nathalie.
Well, don't worry.
We'll
We'll be
get on
back
our way.
before very long.
75 different kinds of coffee.
Isn't that hard to believe? 75.
Hello, is this the Pink Percolator? May I please speak to Patty Lane? Patty Lane, she works there. I'm sure she does. Oh, Pittsburgh Patty, I believe she's called. What? Oh, she can't go on. Would you give her a message for me, please?
Some nut. You're on, kid.
I'm sorry, Mr. Haley, I can't go on now. I have to serve table 16 and clean up the kitchen, and then Oh, I see. Thank you, Mr. Haley. Excuse me. Rich, I'm on!
Oh, great! Good luck. Now, this is your last chance to express yourself, so pour it on.
Don't worry, I'll be great.
Table for three?
Please.
Crazy. Right over there, folks.
Crazy.
We do a good business here. I suppose the kids come in to hear the folk singing.
I'd like to hear them, too. I've never heard a genuine folk singer.
I imagine they're pretty authentic here.
Hello? I must speak to Pittsburgh Patty. It's urgent.
She's just about to do her number. Call back later.
Good luck, Pittsburgh.
Ladies and gentlemen, Pink Percolator takes pleasure in presenting the voice of America, Pittsburgh Patty.
It's Patty.
Martin, you can't stop her now.
Yeah, but I told her she absolutely could not do this.
I miss my home in the old gray west where I grew up with leeway. They say what happens for the best. My homestead's now a freeway. Oop diddle diddle oop diddle diddle oop diddle. Cream and sugar, anybody? Rich and I gave our notice as soon as we got here. I mean, we didn't want to just walk out on Mr. Haley.
Yeah, tonight is going to be Patty's last night.
Papa, I'm sorry. I really didn't mean to disobey you. But I already had the job when you said I couldn't have it.
Patty,
Martin.
I was only going to say, Patty, I liked what you did here.
You mean it?
Well, I certainly do.
You wouldn't want to write a review about her, would you, Mr. Lane?
Richard.
Please don't press your luck.
I thought you were great. You gonna do any more?
Yeah. Let's go, Rich. What do you have, folks? We have 75 different kinds of coffee. Oh, you'd like a menu? Coming right up. Why don't you stick around for the second floor show? Starts soon. Featuring Pittsburgh Patty for the last time. I'll get you a menu.
Take care of table 14, kid.
Crazy. Yes, sir. Excuse me.
That boy has finally found his career.
As an agent?
As a waiter.
Here's Kathy, who's lived most everywhere, from Zanzibar to Berkeley Square.
But Patty's only seen the sights a girl can see from Brooklyn Heights. What a crazy pair! But they're cousins, identical cousins, and you'll find they laugh alike,
They walk alike,
at times they even talk alike.